You just read it, grounds for discipline, a pretty intense list there. And while I think you probably have a good handle on this, and a few of these things we're going to be diving into a little bit deeper in future sections, there were a few things that I wanted to point out. Down here, where we start talking about failing to account for and remit to the state accrued interest due, I think was this last one. But underneath these bullet points, this is a really good review list for you specifically. You must present any and all offers, no matter what. You've got to present all offers to your sellers, even if they already have an accepted offer. If another offer comes in, your seller has to at least know that it exists. They may not be able to do anything with it because they're already under contract with someone else, but they've got to know that it exists. So present any and all offers. Okay. Anytime that there has been a change to the contract, you must initial or sign that change. So make sure that you're following through with that. Here's another good one. When must you provide a progress report to a client? And the best answer is upon request. There's no 5, 10, 30-day increment. But if a client asks, what's an update? Where are we in the progress of this transaction? You must be able to furnish them with that information upon request. Okay. This now talks about supervising as a salesperson or broker associate, what your role is as a broker, that you must provide some sort of supervision or the ability to contact your broker to keep them informed of maybe what's going on in a transaction. And for your career, I just wanted to hit on this really quick. Your broker is subject to the same fines and disciplines that you are as a salesperson, which means they've got the same violations in 3 years as you do. And they're also going to be managing multiple agents, most likely. We've got some brokerages in the state of Iowa that are 300 to 400 agents under one broker. And the reason I stress that is no matter where you're going as a brokerage, you want to keep things buttoned up and not get into trouble because it could also affect your broker. And if they lose their license and you don't have a broker to work under anymore, your license is going to be inactive with commission as well. And here's what I've seen from time to time. An agent gets a complaint filed against them. The commission, during their disciplinary review, reads the complaint, does a little investigating and decides, the agent maybe didn't act the best, but they didn't exactly break the law or break the Iowa code. But there is proof that this agent needed supervision and didn't or wasn't able to get a hold of their broker. So that complaint that was against the agent and didn't even mention the broker could still end up getting a fine because they weren't made available. And I would hate for one of your actions to also bring your broker down. So that's why it's not only important that we follow these laws, because I want you to be able to keep your real estate license forever and ever and ever, as long as you want. But I also want you to be able to protect your broker's license as well. There's not always enough good brokers to go around. I don't know. I think we've got a lot of good brokers, of course, throughout the state of Iowa. But we also don't want to purposely put them out of business by our own actions.